So when are y'all gonna wake up and start acting like what you think you are?
What's up? It's Ronnie with InvestWithRonnie.com coming to you guys today, Friday. What's today? March 1st, actually. So what I'm gonna talk to you guys about today. By the way, this video may be a little short due to the fact that I have a few things I gotta take care of today. But what I want to talk to you guys about today is how to effectively execute your targets and your goals. I know a lot of times you may encounter some procrastination and just fall off despite what it may be. You know, it could just be, you know, your own voices in your head, or it could be just, you know, your environment or whatever the case is that really is kind of not keeping you pumped up, not keeping you in execution mode, like Eric Thomas says, execution, and then repeat the execution. But to effectively execute on your targets, I got a few suggestions just based on my own experiences and what I have studied on. And by no means am I, you know, perfect in any way, form, or fashion. We're all trying to figure this thing out, all learning, and, you know, that's what it's about, is getting around like-minded individuals, exchanging ideas, using your strengths to help my weaknesses and my strengths to help your weaknesses, so that we can come together, help each other, and really fulfill our potential, in which we have the capability of doing so. Pardon me if I'm moving around a lot. You know, when I first started doing videos, you know, it was obviously kind of odd, and I'm sure a number of you could say the same. But as you continue to do it, you know, you just kind of get a lot more just comfortable. You start talking with your arms and just really engaging with the audience and the people that are listening. But so to jump right into it, first what we want to talk about is the idea. Now the idea is pretty much what the idea is, what it is that you actually want to accomplish. Now the idea, say when I first started online, was the idea of having an online business, which is something that, you know, I've always in the back of my mind thought of, but the actual idea of starting it, you know, never really occurred until, you know, I actually decided to jump in and just start. Hold on. Yeah, sorry about that, man. I bet you guys be like, man, this guy be having so many distractions when he was recording his videos, but it's because I use my phone, you know, and that's what really is the for the lack of a better term, that's what makes it so unique, is because you can run your business off your phone. You know, it's just the way it is, and no other time in history has this been available to us. So I suggest that you really take advantage of it. But anyway, the idea of me starting an online business was always kind of in the back of my mind, because I kind of really took heed to technology when I was younger, and my uncle started having me do research and stuff like that, doing research and doing reports and things like that to work on my, you know, my penmanship and things of that nature. But anyways, the idea, whatever your idea is, as far as your online business is concerned, whether it's to reach a certain amount per month, per week, or a certain amount of reach a certain amount of prospects, or convert a certain amount of leads, or whatever the case is, whatever that idea is the first step. Then you have your plan. Your plan, now this is where some people may get a little confused, because the difference between your plan and your strategy, your plan is how you actually plan on getting to that goal or that target. So it will be pretty much your blueprint. So then you could say, you have a plan to make $1,000 a month to start off. Then your plan is to make that $1,000 a month is to create content and do trainings and answer people's questions and help them and produce value. But your strategy would be the actual income producing activities that you do on the daily basis to actually reach that target. So then you say, I will connect with 20 people a day. I will engage in a conversation with people who are not on my news feed, so that they can start seeing the value in the content that I produce. So I could start seeing or be building a relationship with those people who I have not spoken to, and who do not see my content or what have you. In which that will be the difference between your plan and your strategy, because the difference between the plan and the strategy is the strategy is actually the actions. That's the key word, the actions that you'll actually be partaking in to reach that target or that plan or that idea. And the plan is just pretty much, the written out statement of what it is you actually are going to do. Which brings the thought of, I tell you, since I started, my online journey, like, I really realized how a lot of principles and things in the online business space and entrepreneur space goes back to, the some of the things that the Bible talks about. Even the Bible tells you that he who writes the plan, reads the plan, the repetition makes it more for the lack of a better term, makes it more of a realistic thing. Like it makes it more real to you, more of a reality. So you actually write it down, you read it on the daily basis to refresh your mind and to really implement that into your subconscious mind, so that you actually can execute. And then it gives you more of that desire to actually run and just execute on that target, on the idea. So definitely, when you create that plan and you know your idea, you know your target, you want to write it down, you want to read it every day, and you want to execute and implement the strategies, the actions and the income producing activities to reach that target. And then those three things will accumulate your results through consistency and repetition. Now, don't get me wrong, a lot of times you fall off, but that's, if you notice, it takes discipline. Even when you don't want to do it, you start to do it anyway. And I've even realized majority of the time, whenever there's something I don't want to do, if I just get up and start, then halfway through it, I realize, like, I really did it. I really forgot that I didn't want to do it in the first place. I knew I didn't want to do it, but now that I'm already doing it, it's like, okay, now I've actually programmed my mind, and so now I don't have that chip on my shoulder, or that voice in my head telling me, oh, you don't really want to do this, or just put it off tomorrow, or whatever the case is. And sometimes, like, you get so compact with just the voices in your head and your environment and just unmotivated people around you and things, so many external factors that kind of stop you from executing on your target and what it is you want to accomplish, that it can be overwhelming. But that is why you have to build that discipline. You have to learn personal development. You have to practice personal development, you have to it has to be repetition. You have to every day work on your mindset, how to really get inside your own head, get out of your own way, and actually start taking the initiative of your own circumstances in your own life, your own targets, and what it is that you are actually trying to accomplish. Another thing is, first and foremost, your goal or target or accomplishment has to be a burning desire to reach. And like most say, your why has to be bigger than you or your accomplishment. Why do you want it? It has to be bigger than you. It isn't just about the money. Obviously, you want to make money online because you want to leave your job or whatever the case is. You want more money to not have that stress or that financial concern on your shoulder. But at the end of the day, like, it has to be bigger than you. It has to be beyond the surface. You might have kids, which obviously your duty is to do something with yourself. Regardless if you have kids or not, your duty is to actually do something with your life, do something with yourself, reach more people, help more people, become more valuable, become more smarter, learn every day, and help someone else at a lesser advantage than you are. Another a great quote that I've come across a period of time is one's life is measured based on his or her ability to impact one's life at a lesser advantage. So if you kind of just are all selfish and about yourself, and you're not really using your skills or what have you to actually help someone, in which they can actually fulfill their potential or help their own circumstances, then you kind of you're just not really fulfilling your value as a human being, and you kind of just living for yourself. Now obviously scratching the surface, you could say, oh, I'm paying my bills and I'm going to work every day and I'm taking care of my kids and stuff like that. And yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to do that. That's what cracks me up, is because people want credit for things that they're supposed to do. But then once you actually realize and actually do something to go beyond the average actions of modern society today, you actually feel better, man. You feel worth something. I might be going off topic a little bit or a lot, but I apologize. But definitely, the topic for today is to effectively execute on your targets. What is your idea? What is your plan? What is your target? Not what is your plan, but what is your idea? What is your goal? What is your target? Now, what is your plan to get there? You need to make that blueprint. You need to write it out, and you need to write it every day. You need to write it, and then you need to read it every day. What is your strategy? What income producing or actionable steps are you going to be taking in order to reach that goal or that target? You also want to write out your strategy and read that every day. Keep it in your mind. It must be a burning desire. It has to be bigger than you. It has to be something of value, because when something holds value, you actually tend to put more efforts into it than if it's just something you want. You might want it, but if it's something that like Eric Thomas says, when you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. You know what I'm saying? So if you're tired of being broke every week, or if you're tired of, at the end of the month, like I've went through myself, tired of just having that concern, having that stress, having that worry, or whatever it is. It could be your life, it could be your finances, it could be your relationship, But once you find something, when you want something so bad, then it's like, you know, you accept the challenge. You accept the fact that I have to do this, or I'm never gonna get anywhere. And it's just the will of choice. Like the fact that you have a choice to do it can either make you or break you, and that's where a lot of the most successful people in our time and there before express, like, it takes discipline. You have to just do it, man. And it's like, at the end of the day, if you don't do it, then you're not gonna get it. It's only up to you. It's your accomplishment. It's your goal. It's your target. You can't hold anyone else accountable. Just like your business, you can't hold anyone else accountable, because it's you who's running the business. It's you who's in charge. So, you can't blame it on your boss. You can't blame it on your coworker, because at the end of the day, yeah, entrepreneur title could be something you've always wanted, but at the end of the day, if you don't get up and you don't do the work, then you're not gonna get anywhere, and you're just, you're just wasting your time. So I gotta get up out of here. I hope you guys actually found some value in this. Shoot me a like, shoot me a comment, shoot me a share on Facebook, so someone else can see this and get some value out of it. Maybe inspire someone who's just getting started online and they may be feeling a little overwhelmed. Definitely connect with me. I would love to connect with you guys, exchange ideas, check and see how you guys are doing. Vice versa, connect with me, see how I'm doing. Definitely want to keep this thing going. And until next time, much faith to your success. Thank you for watching. It's Ronnie with InvestorRonnie.com. Peace.